Today, more than 90,000 Japanese citizens have already surpassed 100 years, a remarkable figure for a nation of just over 120 million residents. Meanwhile, in the West, we take another route: crowded fitness centers, piles of vitamins, apps offering wonders. Still, after 50, countless individuals struggle with discomfort, restrictions, and fading vitality. So what is Japan's secret? Scholars from institutions such as Harvard and Stanford journeyed there to examine the daily habits of these seniors closely. What they observed was not vigorous training or extravagant nutrition plans. What truly stood out were modest motions, repeated each day, nearly invisible to anyone unaware. Gestures so simple that many Western physicians had ignored them. But when scans and stability tests were applied, the evidence was undeniable. The influence of these routines on both body and mind was striking. One in particular, done for only 2 minutes daily, was tied to 7 additional years of healthy living. So if you've begun to sense rigidity in your legs, slower reactions, or that feeling your thinking isn't as sharp, this video may bring new insight. Today, you'll learn 5 Japanese motion rituals that sustain focus, energy, and self-reliance without gyms, costly drugs, or exhausting effort. And before unveiling the first practice, I have one small favor. Write your name and where you're watching from in the comments. It's always uplifting to see how widely this message spreads. Number 5, Radio Taiso, the ceremony that awakens a nation. Picture rising and before even eating, hearing a light piano tune on the radio. It isn't the forecast, nor the announcements. It's a shared call to move. Each day, exactly at 6:30 a.m., millions of Japanese, from young pupils to elders in their 90s, begin alike with Radio Taiso. This custom began in 1928, inspired by American health projects and designed to fortify citizens during hardship. Prohibited during the US occupation after World War II, it returned in 1951, adapted to be gentler and more inclusive. Since then, it has become ingrained in Japanese cultural spirit. The drill lasts a little over 3 minutes, with 13 easy movements: arm circles, soft bends, side leans, torso rotations, and knee raises. No sweating, no draining strain. The beauty is in the rhythm, almost like a group dance, performed in harmony by millions in parks, classrooms, offices, apartments, and even elder homes. The wellness effect is considerable. Studies reveal that seniors practicing Radio Taiso suffer fewer falls, less chronic soreness, and preserve broader flexibility, even past 80. A 12-week trial with frail adults showed gains in balance, stamina, and even mood. Another project with 18,000 people found steady practice linked to lower risks of dependency and even dementia. But maybe the essence isn't only physical. Radio Taiso is also communal. Performing it means bonding. At sunrise, parks fill, neighbors meet, students in uniform and older people together, all moving alike. This unity, this sense of beginning as one, adds to its lasting rewards. And the finest part? Nothing is required. You may do it in pajamas, barefoot, in your lounge or kitchen. Just 3 minutes, enough to function as a daily restart for body and mind. Advice: to maximize it, practice right after waking when muscles are most adaptable. Treat it as a brief renewal rite, a tiny act repeated each day that can bring years of vitality. Number 4, deep squat. The overlooked stance that preserves youth if you walk through a garden in Kyoto or Tokyo. You might witness an unusual sight. Men and women with silver hair, many aged 70 or 80, crouched low as if it were natural. Some chat, others read papers, some care for plants. None appear uneasy. Now attempt it yourself. For many in the West, holding a deep squat more than seconds feels impossible. And it's not just limited stretch. It mirrors modern living where seats replaced the ground, lifts replaced stairs, and ankles and hips lost their freedom. In Japan, squatting isn't exercise, it's existence. And that's why it holds such force. Japanese experts proved the skill to sustain this posture is directly tied to independence in later years. Long-term research showed those who could remain squatting had lower mobility loss, less need for aid, and fewer cognitive declines. Another fresh trial revealed that a simple home squat routine a few times per week boosted leg strength, steadiness, and confidence for everyday chores, like standing from a chair or carrying bags. One key note: a deep squat is possible only if ankles stay mobile. This joint, often stiff in sitters, enables hips and knees to work fluidly. In Japan, where sitting on mats, using low toilets, or gardening crouched is usual, ankles remain engaged. Mechanically, this act does much more than stretch. It strengthens the pelvic base, vital to prevent leakage, keeps hips and knees greased and aligned, spreads weight without stressing the spine, engages stabilizers that prevent sudden falls. The bonus? You can relearn it. Begin beside a wall or sturdy seat. Place a rolled towel under heels if they don't touch the ground. Hold briefly, then stand. Repeat several times daily. Gradually, the body remembers. It's beyond exercise. It's reclaiming a natural code embedded since youth. Once regained, the floor ceases to feel remote. It becomes a partner for balance, power, and freedom. Number 3, single leg stance. Balance that trains the brain. In Japan, doctors don't only prescribe medicine or usual drills for seniors. They suggest something easy but potent. Stand on one leg for 1 minute, twice daily. It may sound trivial, but science confirms its value. A 15-year survey followed 12,000 Japanese adults over 60. Those who practiced balancing on one leg consistently had 68% fewer hip breaks, 75% fewer fall-related hospital stays, and greater gray matter in brain zones for balance and coordination. While standing on one foot, your body makes hundreds of tiny corrections per minute. Core, hips, ankles, and even the inner ear system engage. The brain fires, reinforcing nerve links and enhancing adaptability. How to start securely. Stand beside a wall or counter. Lift one foot slightly off the ground. Fix your eyes on a point and breathe evenly. Begin with 20-30 seconds on each leg, growing slowly. Want it harder? Try closing eyes or moving arms gently. This challenges the brain more and boosts coordination. Many Japanese elders even do this while brushing teeth, turning routines into rituals for longevity. Number 2, floor transitions, your daily vigor test. Sitting and rising from the ground is a motion many abandon in adulthood. In Japan, it's common. They eat, sip tea, watch shows, and interact on mats, standing dozens of times daily. Researchers found this simple task to be a strong marker of aging well. A review of 10,000 seniors showed that those who could sit and stand without aid had better leg force, joint agility, and mental sharpness. Surprisingly, they also showed lower death rates over the next 6 years. Why? Getting up from the ground demands balance, core strength, spatial sense, and planning. All functions that fade quietly after 50. How to try carefully. Start kneeling, using a chair or stool for balance. Rise gently, keeping your core firm. Repeat 2 or 3 times daily. Use mats or rugs to protect knees. It's beyond strength or stretch, it's holding autonomy. The day you fail to rise from the ground is the day freedom starts to slip. Number 1, towel twist. 2 minutes that reshape the body. Finally, the most striking motion, the towel twist, called in Japan tenugui hibiki. Just 2 minutes daily, but with results lasting decades. Hold a towel at shoulder level, arms outstretched. Pull outward softly, then rotate your trunk to one side, hips facing forward. Pause briefly, return to center, then turn the other way, maintaining pressure. This act triggers deep stabilizers rarely engaged in workouts. Brain scans reveal both hemispheres activate at once, aiding coordination, memory, and reaction time. The long-term effects are notable. A 20-year study of 15,000 Japanese seniors showed those doing towel twists daily lived 7 years longer, kept grip force above the self-reliance level, and had bone density equal to people 2 decades younger. Practical hint, practice it morning and before bed. 2 minutes, 1 towel, no gear, no sweat, but the capacity to transform strength, flexibility, and mental focus. These 5 motions may look modest, yet they are potent ways to preserve your body and mind active, strong, and free. It isn't about massive strength or long gym hours. It's about care, awareness, and routine. You don't need to fly to Japan or purchase costly gear. Begin small, move mindfully, and allow your body the chance to age with stability, resilience, and clarity. Which of these habits will you adopt first?